If you fell fast, if it felt intense, magnetic, overwhelming, you probably thought that meant connection. It didn't. It meant you were already losing. Here's the uncomfortable truth. In most fast-moving connections, one person isn't falling, they're positioning. And the person who falls first almost never controls what happens next. Think back, the constant texts, the deep conversations way too early. The "I've never felt this with anyone" energy. You didn't feel chosen. You felt pulled. Like slowing down wasn't even an option. And that's the point. It was designed that way. Because speed isn't romance. Speed is pressure. When things move fast, there's no time to evaluate. No time to set boundaries. No time to notice inconsistencies. You're just reacting, not choosing. And whoever controls the pace of the relationship is the one who controls the outcome. Here's what most people miss. Falling fast creates an emotional debt. Once you're invested early, you start excusing behavior. You start ignoring red flags. You start fighting to keep the momentum alive. You do all this not because it's healthy, but because stopping now would mean admitting you misread the entire situation from the very beginning. And that's a hard pill to swallow. This isn't about you being weak. It's about how human psychology works. We are wired to believe that intensity feels like meaning. That urgency feels like importance. But neither of those equal trust. Trust takes time. And time is something that removes leverage. That's exactly why rushing intimacy works so well for some people. The faster you bond, the harder it becomes to walk away. Suddenly, any distance feels like punishment. Silence feels like a profound loss. Any disagreement feels dangerous. You're no longer in a position of deciding. You're just maintaining. Notice the imbalance that develops. One person stays calm, stays in control, and sets the pace. The other person overthinks, overinvests, and waits anxiously for reassurance. Guess who's winning? It's never the one falling fastest. The real red flag isn't the fast feelings themselves. It's who benefits from the speed. If the idea of slowing down feels like it would break everything, that connection was never stable to begin with. Healthy bonds survive pauses. They can handle a moment to breathe. Manipulative ones can't. So if you've ever wondered, why did I feel hooked so quickly? Why did I lose myself in that person? Why did they suddenly have all the power? Now you know. You didn't fall fast. You were outpaced, because in rushed connections, the person who falls fast usually loses, and the person who doesn't, they already knew the ending. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this.